Hi, welcome back to Sass of Sabrina. This is part 2 of the staircase DIY railing. Getting ready to pre-drill the holes through the metal and the PVC. And I need to use the hacksaw on a couple pieces also. So I just have to start from scratch with my screws. I'm one of those people that has a big bin full of odds and sods. So I do need to measure the width of the screw and then find my bit and go from there. So I'm just gonna shut the camera off while I get organized. Okay, so I'm using one of the longer brackets that finishes off the ends on the side where there was like a funny little inconsistent gap. So that's one of the things that I need to hacksaw, and that'll just slide on place there. And then I want this to be a finished look. So this is the second thing that I need to hacksaw. So I'm just going measure that out. I'm not sure if there is a bracket that connects the two screens together. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using that or not, so I don't want this to go all the way to the end, but I don't want this circle to show either. So hopefully that's not too long. I might actually cut that on that angle. Okay, so now I'm gonna try to mark the holes for the brackets up top and try to hold everything level and in place all by myself. See how it goes. So I have a mark on the upper bracket of where those holes are, and then I'm just gonna properly measure it out after I have this out of the way. Okay. I think I have glasses and a step ladder. Gonna have a lot of paint touch-ups to do. Okay, now to find out if I measured right. I'm hoping that the screw head that I'm adding to the height of inside the bracket is not going to mess around with the height of the screen too much. I don't want to tighten that fully until I have the other side in place. And I think I need some plugs. Yeah, I pop my plugs into the ceiling. So now I'm going to re-screw it in. And that's sturdy. Alright, so that was hard to hold. Looks lined up so far. And you need 3 hands. Okay. Awesome! Now will it stay in place while I grab my screws? Oh. Shit. Those are on backwards. Okay. Take it apart. And pay attention next time. Okay. Keep making mistakes, but live and learn. At least they're not major ones over cutting. They're just lack of attention. Okay, let's see if it's correct now. Pre-drilled hole, the brackets are in the right spot, but the pre-drilled holes are off now because of the screw heads, but that's okay. The pre-drilled holes in the PVC, that is. I'll just get them all in and then tighten them all up. I'm happy that this is completely removable and easy and light to remove. Like the brackets can probably stay in place. It would literally just be unscrew the screen and then take it out. This whole project so far has only been $150, including tax. The screens, the brackets, the paint, and tax all came to 150 bucks. Everything else I had. Oh, I should have paid attention to that. I wanted that higher. Okay, I'm gonna be nitpicky about this bracket that I put in. There's just a tiny little hump on the metal that I would like not there so that can sit nicer. Okay, let's see if that little sliver off did the trick. Yes, okay. So now, reassemble. I hope I didn't work my stair. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get. I'll do a close-up after I have everything screwed in place. Some of those stick out a little bit, but I don't think that matters too much. I think it's just the type of screw head that I picked that I didn't pay attention to. Yeah, so far I'm happy with it. I will show you the close-up. So there's just ever so slightly a gap at the bottom and not so much at the top. It does need a lot of paint touch-ups, like I said in the part 1 video. Yeah, I'm happy with it so far. I might mess around with the second half that goes here off camera because it would just be a repeat of pre-drilling holes and hacksawing metal. Catch up to speed. I did end up using this middle piece. I just cut it off with the hacksaw. I'm happy this project has had many interruptions along its way, like not feeling well during the first one, and then there was a video in between because we were away, but all of that time that had lapsed had just given me time to kind of like perfect how I actually want this to be. So what I'm gonna do now is put the top and the bottom bracket into place so I don't have to hold everything all at the same time, and then figure out what I would like to do down here. If I want to leave that big jet out, or if I want to use one of the cutoff pieces of the circle screen and shove it in there with some glue and some screws and stuff. Okay, so I have my final piece in. I'm deciding not to glue it after all. I have a little L bracket that I'm just gonna put there to hold those two in place instead. And I just am gonna drill one more screw in there to hold it in, but that is how it's gonna look. So here it is from bottom to top and side to side. I am totally happy with it. It lets the light in, it's sturdy, it's protective. I don't have a big unsafe not to code hole, and I'm really happy with it. It still needs to be painted, and I'm hoping to give you a final shot of how it looks when it is completely painted. It just coincides with editing and finish painting and posting on every Tuesday. So we'll see how it all goes. But yeah, super duper happy. Thanks so much for watching my video. Please subscribe, watch on repeat, like, and share. Sass it up! Stop.